position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. The Buckeyes offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, a clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Trying to burn this defensive back. Wide open, he makes the catch. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The snap sets up the throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Looking for the time with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Mills. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Zings it complete to the right. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season now.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, but it'll be marked for no gain. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on third and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw, because he put it out in distance there between him and the defense.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Jones. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Using his feet to buy time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passers. You saw right there getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun to Give, looking for room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Give to the running back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that lead.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. play of the period will be a second down. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Buys a little time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And how... that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. With the catch, it's Mason. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Just keeps swinging it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes are on the move. On the ground, it's Rodgers. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big
such a weapon in this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down, and let's see if they try to convert on fourth. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to pull his way in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Going for it all. Snags it down the right side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? To the air, it's St. Clair. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback there, breaking away from the sack, extending the play. He was on the perimeter of the field, just couldn't find a guy open. That thing falls incomplete, sets up fourth.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it, first down and more. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Going to sling it on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Jones. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Rides to back and leaves it. Runs through the tackle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking for space. It's Rodgers. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
It's a running room. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he closes going virtually end-to-end, a 90-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. He's got an open man, and he'll haul it in. Take it to the end. Washington.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get... Completes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff to the fullback. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
It's a seam wide open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
Punts it out of the air. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football. The way
unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
He'll go to the sneak.
And how nice has it been to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Good completion on the out. Made a defender miss. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Oh, it's a reverse. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Dropping back, it's Overton. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Barnes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the ground with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Overton. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. It's Brewer. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Bell.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
The inside handoff. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Now on 1st down from the 43. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Finds his big tight end. Continues to fight for yards. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Mason. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking for a crease. It's Rodgers. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability?
There he goes. Pass to 10.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with a target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Overton. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brewer. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible when you have a 0.